Facebook has something called shadow profiles. You guys know what this is? You ever hear this?
No, shadow profiles, no.
So let's say your mom never signs up for Facebook. She has what's called a Facebook shadow profile. How it works is, let's not use you as an example. Let's use a hypothetical mom. She has 3 kids, and she has Tom, Dick, and Harry. She's never signed up for Facebook. Tom, Dick, and Harry each have in their phone book mom, mom, and mom. And the phone number is 555-1234. When they log into Facebook Messenger, it says, would you like to sync your contacts?
Yes.
Facebook then gets a list of your contacts, including mom, 555-1234. Facebook now knows Tom, Dick, and Harry are brothers. Here's where it gets better. A lawn serve, a groundskeeper has Janet, your mom, the woman's name, in the phone book, 555-1234. Facebook now knows Janet has 3 sons, Tom, Dick, and Harry. Here's where she lives. Here's when she gets her lawn mowed. And they can track where she is, what she does, based on the data of other people. TikTok does the same thing. The only difference is that it's controlled by China.
Yeah.
This is where things get pretty crazy, but I can't believe I'm saying this, ladies and gentlemen. If you're standing up, please sit down. Jimmy Kimmel broke this down beautifully with an excellent point. But hey, a broken clock, right? Here's what Jimmy Kimmel had to say.
And they're right, it's not an app for teenagers. Just like crop tops are great shirts for old fat guys. And for TikTok is for everyone. The problem with TikTok is it's totally controlled by the Chinese government. I heard a good explanation of why there's a problem, because I wasn't sure why exactly it was a problem. Why the reason why the Chinese having our kids' personal information is a threat is because kids aren't kids forever. They grow up and get jobs, and when they do, the Chinese government will have all the passwords they use. They'll have everything they posted, their financial information in a lot of cases, messages, you name it, they will have it, which isn't so much of a problem if they grow up to work at like Petco. But some teenagers grow up and become nuclear physicists, or they join the military or the State Department. Every single person in the Army and the State Department used to be a teenager. I don't know if you knew that. And in the future, the Chinese government will have tons of their data to blackmail them with. And that's why it's a national security threat when your nephew films himself eating corn on the cob off a Makita drill bit.
Which someone did, and like it hurt their teeth. But the interesting thing is, he's oversimplified it quite a bit, but that is a big issue. And then as it pertains to the law, I do want to read this from OSINT Defender. If TikTok is at all accessible after Sunday, it will truly prove just how useless our federal government really is. What is the point of declaring something a national security threat and pushing to ban it only to totally change up days before the ban goes into effect? I completely agree.
Yeah. TikTok, man. They've been talking about this for years, that they were going to get rid of it because of it being...
Well, let's start here.
Go ahead. Do
you guys think TikTok should be banned?
Yes. I mean, I've made this point before the past couple nights, and in my we had a whole big episode where Tim and one of our guests was talking about it, and there was the free speech or the morality argument. For me, it's just a matter of, like Jimmy Kimmel saying, it's just a matter of national security. So, like, if all of this information is being collected by the Chinese Communist Party, that is a bad thing for the United States national security. That's all there is to it. And people can say, well, Facebook grabs this and, X grabs that and yada, yada, yada. That doesn't make it good or right or okay. And I would argue, and honestly, you're not going to make me think anything different. It's worse if China's doing it. It's bad when Facebook does it. It's bad if other apps are doing it. It's worse if a foreign adversary is doing it.
And just to spell out why it's worse if a foreign adversary does it as opposed to a company in America, we could FOIA request companies in America. We could bring lawsuits to them. And TikTok answers to nobody. Well, actually, they answer to somebody, the CCP. So that's the difference between the two. And I'm obviously for the banning as well.
We've seen how the government colludes with these big tech platforms, and it's bad. But I got to be honest, guys. In the United States, if the federal government had compromising information that was stolen from your social media and released it, that would be a major scandal that could result in serious political consequences. If China has compromising information from your direct messages and releases it, nothing. Good luck. Have fun. And then what happens? I'll tell you, man, there are these stories. There was one story where a kid got catfished, like teenager. And the catfisher was like, send me compromising images, right? This happens quite a bit. Then they blackmail the kid saying, we're going to upload this publicly and share it with all of your friends in school unless you give us money or do this thing. And this one kid committed suicide because of it. These people probably don't even live in the United States. What happens when China contacts some dude who's 20, not even a nuclear physicist, an intern working for a member of Congress, and they get an email, it's encrypted, and it says, you are going to download the hard drive in your office and click this link and click this button, which will send all of the data to this server. Otherwise, we're publishing, and then it posts a photo, posts a video, it posts this person's having an affair, whatever. Then what do you do? Because that person either has to go public with that information, go to the police, or they're be blackmailed and give up compromising information on the U.S. government or our politicians. Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.